Welcome back to the NDS. We're here at Auto Club for race 9 of the season. Look down qualifying. And back up the boards we go. Here we go. This is going to be a fast-paced race at the big 2-mile speedway. Hyperdrive 282 on pole for the event. The pace car is pulled off. And we are green. The kickoff, the Dr. Pepper 500. Here we go. Seeing a mix of strategies today. Who wants to be aggressive to the front? Who wants to hang back? Hyperdrive going for something here. Here comes 3 lanes of power. Kay and Lux down low. That one racer in the middle. Ben McDonald pushes in the envelope. And already they're close quarters combat. Whoa, Jake in the wall. CS as well. They're wrecking up high on the first lap. Oh, no. Racing fan got a piece of it. We're under caution. Lap 1. I think Misty Viper bobbled it there. Let's go helicopter cam on the 31 here. Yeah, Misty Viper was trying the middle so much that it just didn't really amount to it. Jake gets tagged. The 11's in it. Oh, but 23 hits into it. Logan got a piece of it. Tank Gunner is trying to avoid it. And there goes a few more drivers. That's Krugemeyer, Racing Fan, 21, Frosty Wusky, and the 38. All right. Oh, very first lap there. I think we see those with damage coming down. That's the 23, 42, 60, 21. The 15 got damage. 35, 11. So that was a small collection. Definitely could have been a lot worse from the outset. Hyperdrive has been out front. Everyone's still on track, even back to Jake, all the way in the back. Tank Gunner, another tough one to swallow. As here is your top 10 as they run. Let's try it again. You know, if it doesn't work the first time, re-rack them for a restart. They're back green. No rules about that high side. You can go all the way, and Toad Warrior is loving that wall. Maybe not for any tactical purposes, but hey, you can go there. Maybe get more of your buddies on the high side. See if that works out for you or not. You can see in the back those that were involved in the first accident really not having the best of times. Especially Tank Gunner, no, for 21, Frosty Wusky really having some of those panels removed from the car. That does not look good. But let's see how the front runners do it. Clearly, they'll play it safe. Definitely a one-stop race with those caution laps. So even if this race goes green for a while, they won't be making too many pit stops. And already you can see where some drivers want to go guns blazing while others want to have a more reserved outfit here. I would be a little bit wary of that outside lane, as we've seen trouble on the low side kind of cascade up there. So are you sure you want to be up there? Being single file back there with that tail of the pack that's pretty safe. That's pretty fun. You know, you don't want to be that guy who gets caught up in someone else's wreck because you're in an ill place. Definitely being aware of your surroundings is super important here. And the pack is forming up more. Landon in the 20. Back there looking for spots to get, as we are seeing a little bit of that just separation back there. Those single file guys who want to save a little bit, but some drivers are going full send. You know, it's nice to see new faces coming up near the front. Looking at Ringo slicing through the moves. That 66 is putting himself in a good position. Canadian Lux, that 9 out front. So this is where it gets to be a bit of a situation where you can be a few seconds back. About 34 cars within relative shot of the lead group. But some just aren't having a good time. And they will be lapped relatively quickly. Relatively in this case. As looking at the speeds these guys go, they are hauling down the straights. Absolute hauling. Looking at hyperdrive, he may have got put up on that high side against his will and just kind of having to run back, maybe reload for a run. The 9 of Canadian Lux, a consistent runner here, putting himself in the position to slide up, take the lead. Maybe not all the way in front of Ringo, but duel him down the straight, see what you got. The 66 is going to have to try to play the high side if he wants to get this lead so far, and I'm not sure if he's going to be able to do that, especially going a lane extra to get him passed by the 34. As you see if a 38 really begin to slide back. Nothing really to say besides Team Duke just doing himself a favor. And that goddamn pace car we keep flipping to. I'm sure the pace car is itching to get back out there, but we're behaving ourselves. Doing a fine job. One drive, Misty Viper in that 31. You would think that he would take that next step to greatness, but he's kind of kept his star power relatively holstered. Not very many wins across his career, and usually a long time between wins. He's looking to putting himself in victory lane a regular occurrence. That one racer, that 41, just got so much more though, as he's going to be a pretty solid threat this season. Kind of just routine in the regular season for a lot of these drivers, knowing they have enough to easily waltz their way into the playoffs. Zentz, the 17 and the 1, they found each other on track again. Their run-in at Nazareth last race is relatively fresh in their minds, but you can actually see those rookies on the low side just kind of walking up, getting with the program pretty easy and being able to do what they do. A good run can alleviate a lot of your problems here. That one racer really got a little, big trouble. Team Duke up in the double jump. Zentz is in it. Oh, Star piles in. Oh, big hit. Zentz. That's Eric Monaco in the smoke. Canadian Lux is in it. BS Fastlane 11. Krugemeyer's destroyed. They're still hitting cars, driving into cars. Ben McDonald. 16's destroyed. 34 is pretty smoked up. I think Born Ready may have gotten some damage on the back of this car. Oh, Toad. He must have still wrecking even more. That's just insult to injury at this point. All right, yeah, we're not going to look at that second part of the impact. We're going to look at the main wreck. Give us a helicopter cam. John X. Sully. KSS-BSS just kind of charged the rookie. And the 44 able to drive away scot-free. And the 43 for that matter. Let's take a look at, I'd say, Ringo. So KSS just kind of charged the rookie, got them both squirrely up the track, and as soon as the 34 hooks in, that's mayhem there. Caddy King gets away from it scot-free. Several drivers minimizing impact. Seto gets through. Billy Mays and Landon do not. Star, nowhere to really go. Team Duke, oh, big hit from Zentz. Man, Zentz, he takes the biggest hits, I swear. BS Fast and 11 and Krugemeyer, not sure in the smoke who they hit. That might have been the 9. The 4 of RS Fastlane 11 looks like he got a piece of it. Just trying to minimize his involvement. Let's helicopter RS for this. And there's like plenty of drivers coming in wide. They are trying their best to avoid this. Oh, Star kind of charged in. RS did a really good job slowing down. Oh, yeah, the hit from Zentz, it was Monaco in the 3. One more particular angle at full speed here I want to show you. Kind of similar to some of the other ones. I see the driver speeding away who able to get away scot-free. And the smoke is just blinding. You can't really see anything going on. So do you blame drivers for absolutely like hauling through the smoke? Ben McDonald with big damage. And amidst these replays, I don't think anyone pitted. So that's interesting. We're only 18 laps in. Maybe they did pit. Some drivers able to get back out there. Ringo, Born Ready, Star. They're continuing. We'll get an out report a little bit later here. All right, 1 to go on the restart. All right, 31 cars on track on the lead lap. All right, out report. 15, 56, 3, 20, 9, 17, 36, 88, 60, 16, 34. 31 cars on track on the lead lap. Back to Ringo. Tiger Man currently leads the race. Esri in second. Misty Viper third. That one Racer fourth. KSS-BSS top 5. Angel Madfia sixth. John X. Sully in seventh. Hyperdrive 282 sitting 8th. Darkest Presence in 9th. And Iris rounds out the top 10. Second caution, the pace car is about to be in. As we're going to see what these drivers have left. They're definitely not using as much fuel under caution. Now the question is, who's going to get good in the long runs as we have less and less cars? Green flag back out. Tiger Man takes point. KSS-BSS and John X. Sully, see them both there. Maybe, do they feel survivor's guilt over that one? Maybe not. As a race car driver, it's all about win, baby, win. And I think that's the mentality they're subscribing to. They just want to get their asses out front with a good run. Speaking of getting to a good run, Misty Viper, I think he sees the opportunity to maybe get one, squeeze a victory out here. as we begin to see the drivers midfield their battered remnants of their cars, they're trying to get there as much as they can. Racing Fan could get a top 20 finish even with the damage from the first caution. So, like, it's not, if you're still running, it's not a lost cause yet. Especially with some of the, say, lower entries and points. Like, you see E-Slump in that 47, a potential underdog victory here. Like, the underdog potential is huge, but then you have drivers like Tiger Man, That One Racer, Hyperdrive still in the lead pack, and you realize that those veterans could still show them who's boss. Still a big chance for a driver like that to win. Fred Jones is 86. Definitely working the low side. Plenty of those drivers that could be classified as their fantasy drivers or relative underdogs, as we said. And we also have 4 of the 5 rookies in the race still in the lead pack, so that's a crushing blow for any potential Rookie of the Year standings that the 3 may have wanted. But I think if you want to win this race, you got to do something about that 6, because Tiger Man has a rocket ship today, and he's not planning on stopping for anyone here. I think with less cars, that reduced energy state of the pack, it makes it harder to team up on him. Simply just need friends around you to do work. It ain't working if you don't got any buddies to help you. Iris, Dirtman 5 are certainly trying their best to run that down, but it just seems like you just have this big single file line. And Misty Viper going 3 wide on That One Racer certainly isn't helping. You do not want to fuck it up. The 1, Esri still hanging top 5, maybe top 10. That One Racer, like the 6 and 41 could be. This could be the battle for the win relatively late in the race. If they both keep their cars clean, they're still going to be good. So at this point, you got to watch out. Because what's one good way to beat the 6 as a strong car? Bring an equally strong car to the dance. And if any of these high-flying runners get damaged, that could potentially open the door for any, spoiler party. Because look at Esri in the 1, hanging in top 5, just kind of doing his job. Tiger Man wants to switch it all the way down on him. But I think the 1 takes the initiative on the low side. That momentum for Misty Viper, he connects back with Racer. He might get that lap led. But when it's a shootout like that down to the line, every little advantage you could get counts. The 1 led the lap. That's the bonus you get. And looking at some kind of under the table underdogs, Caddy King, someone we haven't really mentioned all season, really hasn't been that standout driver that everyone wants to be. Like, you definitely the definition of field filler, so to speak. Just kind of there for the thrill of the game, but hey, you got a bunch of them up here. You just have to work your way through the roots to find what you're looking for. Hyperdrive 282, he has managed to get his way into a good spot right here. He is working fine. Solid job. And one driver who I want to shout out who's in the lead pack who never really touched on was RS Fast and 11. He's just scraping by, just trying to survive. Hasn't really been a front runner, but he's been a survivor, which honestly is probably more important to being there in the late game. So shout out to the 4. Hyperdrive trying out different lanes. He wants to be there. He absolutely wants to be there. Misty Viper and these guys who have been out front clean, those guys who have been out front when the big one happened, those are guys you got to watch out for. As impressive as it is bobbing and weaving through a big one, it's just best to not have any damage on the car if you're just in front of the chaos. Tiger Man definitely seeing the opportunity going high, just trying to reload his run down the side. And I think without the pitting under caution, I think they're definitely looking at most, I'd say about 10 laps from now is when they'll be pitting. 22 cars, almost 23 in the lead lap. But they've only got about 10 seconds back to the lap traffic, so what do you do? You're eventually going to hit them. Like, that's a threat. That's not a recommendation. That's a threat. You will be hitting lap traffic. You have to plan for it. As we see a platoon of drivers hitting pit road right now. That is Razor, the Puff, RBV, and Racing Fan. So I think the pitting is going to be happening sooner rather than later. But the important thing is they've crossed halfway. So you pit now, you'll be good to the end of the race. And with the smaller pack sizes, it's probably safer to make your pit stop. I see Hyperdrive making a late decision to come in. That is ballsy shit right there. And especially, you kind of fucked over Angel Madfia right there. Not cool, to say the least. I guess it's all part of the tactical gameplay that these drivers are trying to have on each other. All right, I think the rest of them are going to be coming in this time. Misty Viper staying out an extra lap. You got a few others staying out a little extra. Hey, these three all drafting together. Oh, never mind. Seto immediately breaks formation. Thanks. Misty Viper is out front right now. So this right here is the leader. You want to get that lap lead credit? And look at these guys. They're all struggling. Star, Jake, Frosty Wusky, Born Ready. Not the race they wanted to have. 31 is in. And hey, RS Fast and 11 getting a lap lead. He'll take it. He just needs to get to pit road relatively sooner rather than later. Macaroni in the 48 is his rear gunner, so he's not alone out there. But at the same time, those bigger packs that you love to have with you, those are the ones that, those are the guys that basically win you races when you link back up on the main draft. I think the pit stops have basically all but concluded. At this point, it's literally just RS and Macaroni are the only two out there that are really haven't pitted yet. Misty Viper, he's just come off pit road. He's not third anymore. Who's third? The top two are kind of holding this one hostage right now. Is it? There's no way Ringo is third. Okay, I think he just got off pit road. Wait, no, he hasn't pitted yet either. So I think those guys who may have got a little bit of damage on that one initial jump, they haven't pitted yet. So, yeah, they can go a little extra oomph on that. They're trapping pretty hard. There's only going to be about 6, 5, 4, 3 cars in the lead lap. You see these slower cars that the leaders are passing. Jake pitted, but the other 3 haven't. as you see RS Fast 11 Macaroni get more passengers, but I mean, they're damaged, so they aren't really going to be able to stick with it. Yeah, 3 cars in the lead lap. I think the plan for the 4 is to go as far as he can, pit for less, and then try to survive. So RS's plan, it's a pretty good plan, all things considered. Mr. Aroni trying to stick with the 4 and the 3 lappers here. So if pitting cycles to its natural conclusion, then the battle for the lead will be Tiger Man and everyone behind him in his group. That's Logan in the 23, not really having the best time. Wondering if Macaroni wants to lead a lap of his own. He has to challenge RS Fast and 11 for it. Not exactly, sweet deal here. The 66 of Ringo in third right now. He also hasn't pitted. We're seeing what that 66 and how far he'll go. That guys like Star, Born Ready, Frosty Wusky, I think they pitted on that big one. And they're going to, I don't think they'll go all the way, but they'll go some degree. Aroni is there. Let's check back in with the 6 in his group. Angel Madfia clearly made business on pit road. He's in the top 10 with Esri. RBV had it pretty good. Like these drivers, if pitting cycles to its natural conclusion, the battle for 7th will be the leader. Now the question is, how far down the road are those guys? Even if they don't pit, they'll probably still get those 3 drivers for position. So what's the plan? I think they're just kind of racing around each other. They just want to do that right now. So this has come of interestingly tactical race. RS Fast and 11 has hijacked the Auto Club race. Ringo's kind of all alone. The problem is he has no help out there. He's still third by a healthy margin. But the help that he's trying to draft off of kind of drove away from him. Star, Born Ready, Frosty Wusky, all lined up there. And then the gang coming in hot. They're going to go up and get 4th place. So we'll have to see what that is in a little bit. Right now, RS and Mac are currently going crazy. 1-2 right now. I can only assume they pitted to repair damage and topped off on fuel because they're going crazy here. All right, meanwhile, here they come. Got 4 slow cars that you're going to have to be wheeling and dealing with here. What do you do? A 31 and Misty Viper wants to take first crack at Born Ready for position. And get them up high, get them out of the way, seems to be the case. Misty Viper wants to take the initiative. He going for it. They're 3 wide in front of him. So that's annoying. Angel Madfia really wants to get low, get past him. I think that's what they're going to do. They're going to get right on by. And I think they're going to run down that 31. He's alone now. But the groupie is here. And even then, look at a little further back. Hyperdrive and that one Racer. They might draft up on these guys. See what they've got. RS and Mac still leading. Coming up, that's Misty Viper, and now the gang is running them down. Take a look at the 6 of Tiger Man. He had a relative control of this, but now he's just kind of wheeling where he is. He is absolutely going to run that low line and just headhunt his way to the front of this group. That is for 4th place. Now, the 66 of Ringo kind of on his own. He's still out. The 4 of RS Fast and 11. I think he's calling it in. He's reining it in. Macaroni gets a lap lead, but RS is going to throw in the towel. As there's the big pack there. Ringo, he's not having a good day. He just tried something new. It didn't quite work out for him. 66 in. That just leaves Macaroni. He's coming in as well. A nice little subversion of expectation for this team, but it ultimately was not meant to be. The 4, he got his top off. He's exiting pit road right now. Here he comes. I think he's going to be well within the lead draft. He'll come out alone, and these guys will catch him with numbers advantage. We'll see where he pops out. Oh, they're going to run by him, I think. Oh, no, not exactly by him. CS is a lap down, and the leaders are coming on the 4. Tiger Man remains strong. There's a lapper in the way. They're going to have to split him. Whoa, the 11. Watch out. Watch out. They're getting by him. RBV having the toughest time. Here comes Aroni. The 48 able to get right there with him. That kind of single files out the leaders. Mizzou is the next lap car they're going to catch. And looking back here, look at what's happening here. Hyperdrive, Allen Racer, they're trying. Racer's in the main pack. Hyper, he's got a straight shot to the main pack. He wants to get in it and get as many positions as he can. Angel Madfia, he's up here wheeling and dealing for a potential win over here. If he sees it, he wants to take it. The lap's winding down. Coming up on the 78. After that is the 66. So after these 21 cars in the lead group, we got about 25 on the lead lap. CS was going 2 down, currently 31st position, last driver on track. Tiger Man has pretty much been the X factor this race. And looking at him go, he is leading everybody around. But without any proper support from the back, like they can't really double him up because he's got a good car. The 99 is going to have to get creative here. They're coming up on Mizzou. 78 goes a lap down. The first few leaders getting the line underneath. Here comes Angel Madfia. He just needs to enter the corner a little better, put that 6 in a lane he doesn't want to be in, and just pray that the 31 goes with. Misty Viper is giving him a good shot to the inside. There's going to be a bit more lappers here. 31 wants to take it for himself. 3 wide for the lead. Born Ready and Ringo up ahead. Thinking it could just get a little bit crazier. Crazy? I was crazy once. RS Fast and 11 inside the top 5. Remember, he was kind of just surviving, not really being a big play factor, but he made his mark known by leading those laps, and now he's in the top 5 with a good shot to get one here today. Angel Matfia trying that lower line. Here they come on Born Ready. I think lap traffic is going to be the name of the game here, and that 6 needs to control where he catches them and when they get to him. That one racer getting right on by Ezri. But the 1 able to get to the middle and actually put that 19 way out of line. Kind of just keeping the guys around him. I mean, yes, you want to keep your competition behind you, but you need that help to get right on by to make a pass. Misty Viper trying to put Tiger Man in a bad lane. The 6 isn't having it. The Tiger Man and Misty Viper continue to make their battle known. It's going to be Star and Frosty Wusky. They're real slow. They're coming to 4 to go. That one racer putting himself in the top 5. He's got a good shot at this. They're side by side up in front. Potentially use that to destabilize the leaders and let others from behind catch up. The 31 trying to put that 6 in a bad spot. Angel sticking with. On that momentum line, trying to get in front of Racer. Still single file. 3 to go. Oh, Star. Doesn't quite close the door on the 6. Oh, the 6 has to get through. Here comes the 99. That one racer in 3rd. The lappers move up high. As you see him snaking around. That one racer in the night. He's getting that 99 out of the way. He's trying to make his move for himself. It's the 41 down low. Angel looks middle. 2 to go. RS, he finds himself on the low side. He's trying to get a good enough run to get right on around. That one racer, he has to get the help from behind. Oh, Ezri abandons RS. Racer trying to surge the low side to get to Tiger Man. I'm not sure if it'll work. The 41, the 6. Who's it going to be? White flag in the air. Tiger Man a little bit higher. Here comes Racer. Tank Gunner won't be an issue. Misty Viper's in 3rd. Tiger Man's holding high. Racer down low. Misty Viper might look 3 wide. He's going to go all the way low. Misty Viper, that one racer. Tiger Man. 1, 2, 3 wide. I think the 31 got him. Misty Viper got them both. Down low. And for a big win. Plenty of good underdog stories in the top 10. They're running pretty good races here. But the 31 gets it. How about that? That's a damn good finish. CS Fest 11 almost got lapped for a 3rd time. That is the race for a lifetime for some of these drivers. I mean, shit. Take a look at that. I mean, damn, what do you got to say? It may not be as close as Atlanta, but a good old 3 wide finish to finish this hell of a race. Take a look at those who weren't able to finish this one. Tough scene, but that's all we got this time. Until the next race, take care.